change, you know. Another man made my phone ring, hello. Said he capping, but won't step, you know. Every time he sell me, that's phone, hello. Bling, bling, blow, mad, I'm like, wow, what did I do now? Don't you get me?
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we'll see a pair of teams who shared the city of Dallas in the early 60s. It's the Chiefs and the Cowboys, under the lights on Thursday night.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Point after here coming up. And he's 1 for 1 in the new year as his kick is good. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now in one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now here's Mahomes.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's third down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 22. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball is gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Pretty plain and simple there. Just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Tony. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
No gain on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Blitz coming here for Mahomes. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to go.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Micah Parsons
able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down and 13. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown!
CeeDee Lamb
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half.
After right down the middle. And a Ground is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe for the run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So we have reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And he's going to go down again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks adding to his NFL record in touchdowns.
And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And out come the Chiefs now.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense at this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Well, this is taken deep in their territory, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today,
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just...
And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
77 yards.
And the Cowboys Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Mahomes now on first down. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, Chiefs.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
3rd and 2.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now here's Mahomes.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now Mahomes.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now Mahomes.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That's pulled in at the 32. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
This is caught at the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. Extra point attempt to follow here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out the left flank. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands trying to